Hello, this is English with Archie, and today we're looking at will. When do we use the word will in English? Well, there are lots of different reasons, and we're going to look at all of them today. So if you don't know now when to use will in English, by the end of the video, you will know. So stay tuned and let's look through all the reasons. Welcome back to English with Archie, where you can improve your English through grammar videos, vocabulary videos, listening, and also using the comments box below, because I will always try to comment you back so you can practice the grammar and everything that we talk about in the videos. So let's get started. So when forming a sentence with will, we take our subject, then will, and then the bare infinitive, which is the infinitive of the verb without to. So if we take the verb eat, then we can say, I will eat, you will eat, he will eat, she will eat, it will eat, we will eat, or they will eat. But often we reduce will to ul. So often we'll say, I'll eat, you'll eat, he'll eat, she'll eat, it'll eat, we'll eat, or they'll eat. We can say, I'll run, they'll go, he'll do, she'll have, etc. So that's how we form a sentence with will. So we use will for many different reasons. Here they all are. Now, which one should we look at first? Okay, so immediate decisions. We use will when we're making a decision immediately for now or for the future. And in this form, we only use it for I or for we, because we make a decision for ourselves or we make a decision for ourselves and a group of other people. So, for example, let's have a context. Oh, don't worry, I'll get dinner ready. It's no problem at all. I'll get dinner ready. Okay, so that's one example. Let's have another context. I don't know what to do, to be honest. You know what? I think I'll watch some TV. I was watching a really good program the other night, so I think I'll watch TV. I'll watch that program. Okay, so that's another example. Let's have one more. Is anyone going to get that? Okay, I'll go. I'll get the phone. Okay, and another example. God, my hair is getting so long. Wow. I think I'll get a haircut later. Okay, so that's our first use of will. Okay, so as you can see, I did get that haircut. I thought it was probably a good idea. So thank you for inspiring me, this video. So back to our uses of will. So I think this time I will go for this one. So predictions without evidence. So as it sounds, it means we don't have a good reason to believe this thing is true or will be true. We're talking about the future. So it's just something I believe. It's my personal opinion, but there's nothing telling me that this will be true. So, for example, context. So in 60 years, so in 2081, well, I think that cars will probably fly. I think that people won't eat meat, or at least the only animals they will eat will be insects. And I think that the only language in the world will either be English or will be Chinese. And also, I think that some people will probably live on Mars by then. So, let's have another context. Yeah, I don't know. He's so curious. I think he'll be a scientist. Yeah, she's very creative. I think she'll be an artist or maybe a musician. Okay, another context. Oh, yeah. I think that will cost a lot, to be honest. I mean, I am no expert. I have no idea, but look at that car. That will cost a lot. Okay, so those are my examples of the use of will for predictions without evidence. Okay, so let's have a look at our uses of will. So I'll pick that one. Okay, so factual statements or things that are certain. So context. I don't know. The sun will rise tomorrow. The sun will rise at 6:30. Actually, I don't know if it will rise at 6:30, but the sun will definitely rise tomorrow. What else? I'll be 30 next year. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I'll be 30 next year. Another context? What are you doing? This is wool. You can't wash it on a hot wash. It'll shrink. So you get the idea. So something that's certain, a fact, this is when another reason that we use will. So here are all of our uses of will. So let's have a look at this one, okay? Interpersonal meanings. Now, this area seems a little complicated, but it's not that complicated. But there are a few different reasons that we use will in this area. So number one is threats. Now, a threat is when I say I'm going to do something bad, maybe to you, if you don't do what I want. So, context. I'll break his neck. Arr. Okay, another context. If he doesn't do that, he'll regret it. Okay, so our next use of will in interpersonal meanings is requests. So asking someone for something or asking someone to do something. So context. Will you please arrive 5 minutes early for work tomorrow? Is that all right? Okay, and our next area in interpersonal meanings is offers. So context. Shall I do the washing up? Shall I do the washing up? Yeah? Okay, no problem. And another context. Madame, I'll help you with your luggage, okay? And our next reason in interpersonal meanings is giving instructions or orders. An instruction is telling someone how to do something or to do something, and an order is telling someone to do something. They don't have a choice. So, context. Will you buy me some croissants at the deli? Oh, thank you very much. And another context? Will you be quiet? Okay, and another context? You will finish your dinner. Okay, and our next reason for interpersonal meaning is promises. So, context. I swear I'll never leave you. Okay, and our next reason for interpersonal meanings is refusals. So, context. I just won't do it. Okay, and another context. My bike won't go. I don't know what's wrong with it. So those are all the interpersonal meanings for will. Okay, so back to all of our uses of will. Let's have a look. What have we got left? That one. Okay, so first conditional sentences. Now, a first conditional sentence is constructed with if, the present tense, and then the future tense. So let's have a context. Ah, I suppose if I go to the party, I'll feel better. Yeah, I'll come. Okay, let's go. And another context. If they don't arrive on time, they won't be allowed in. Tell them to hurry up, okay? And another context. He'll concentrate better if we put him next to Lorraine. She's a hard worker. Let's move them. Yeah. Okay, so that's all of our uses of will. So now stick around because I have a quiz for you. So let's go. So now I'm going to show you a sentence and you can tell me what use of will is it. So let's go. So we've got an offer. Shall I come and pick you up from the station? Okay, next one. So we've got a prediction. I don't think he'll come tonight. Okay, next one. So here we've got a first conditional and a prediction. If you ask her, she'll probably drive you to the club. Okay, next one. Here we've got a request. Will you help me take the rubbish out? Ah, thank you. Okay, next one. Here we've got a decision. You stink. Well, I've been at a festival for 3 days. I'll take a shower. Okay, next one. Here we have a fact. The baby will be born tomorrow. Next one. Here we have a first conditional and a request. If you see Anne, will you say hello? And the last one. Here we have a refusal. The dog won't come. He's still in his cage. Thanks very much, everyone. That's the end of my video. Now, if you want to practice the first conditional and all the conditionals, there is a link up here for my video on the conditionals. And I want you now in the comments to try and write a prediction or a request using will about what my next video will be. So you could say, I think your next video will be about, or will you make a video about? So subscribe and click the bell so you can get notified about my new videos. If you want to keep improving your grammar, your vocabulary, and your English listening skills. And also my Instagram, English with Archie. On there you can find new expressions, new words, and grammar tips for improving your English. So that's it, everyone. So thanks very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.